All right, we're good. We are recording, I hope. So,
Okay, welcome back to That's Not Real, episode 6. I don't know, you guys aren't following, you guys aren't watching. Start watching and start sharing it. Um, Siri might interrupt and start yelling about times in the middle of this.
everything about this setup is not real. Trying to get this dual screen action to work because Mister I don't want to leave my house because I may be dying. Uh,
No, I died already. I came back to life. I'm trying not to die a second, a third time.
He's the third.
I don't know how many times I'm allowed to die. I don't know.
Are you? If you were a cat person, I'd say 9, but I don't know. What's the rule for dog people? 4?
I don't know. Is it 7? Because you get 7 years to 1 year, so you get 7 lives to 1 life. Is that?
I don't think so. And by the way, I am absolutely waiting for this thunderstorm that's coincidentally just now hitting to completely knock something out. And I almost never lose power, but I'm completely waiting for it.
So those of you that don't know, we started 25 minutes ago, so our time is almost up. But we got some good stuff coming.
Well, you did ask to be able to do it remotely at some point. So for those that don't know, he is legitimately he really has a reason for us not to be in the same room. It's not spiders for once. So we had to figure out some new technology and be able to use the camera and record. Thank you, Microsoft Teams. It was a little rough, but it got us working. So here we go.
So if there's any experts out there who are making fun of us and laughing, if you can send us tips on how to do the basics of this stuff a little better, be greatly appreciated. And when we are milk bone famous, we'll throw you some milk bones.
Yeah, it feels horrible that I'm a computer guy who understands computers, understands technology, but you get me around this stuff, it's not apples to apples. I can tell you that.
No, I understand and I work with it, but I still hate it. And so, remember, I said technology that doesn't work is one of my biggest pet peeves in the world.
Yeah.
And that's why
Yeah.
you shouldn't have to reprogram stuff to make it go click.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to do anything but plug my headset into the headset slot to make my headset work. I'm just saying, but neither here nor there. So let's get to the actual topic. So the topic for today was, what would you do with $1 billion?
Buy better podcast equipment.
Well, that would be on the list. I think you can do better than that, though. I don't think there's that much podcast equipment that you want to buy. Also, there's going to be a thing where you cough, the thing's going to be slided up.
I think our listeners would prefer that when I cough to go on mute real quick.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing, but we don't have that option normally.
No, I know. But normally, I also don't record a podcast with COVID. So
True. COVID, that
all new things.
That never-ending piece of loveliness that did not come from the lab in Wuhan. Whatever that nonsense was. Yeah, it came from bats that just happened to be from the same exact place as the lab that was making the virus.
Jon Stewart on the Tonight Show with Stephen Colbert?
No.
Oh, you got YouTube, but he has the whole thing on it. It's hilarious. Jon Stewart's a leftist, but you have to watch it. I wish we could bring it up right now. You have to watch Jon Stewart on COVID on the Stephen Colbert Show.
Fair enough.
It's about five minutes.
We'll give that a watch. So look at that. Already a few minutes in, and now we have some things for our viewers to go watch after this. All right. So what are you actually going to do with $1 billion? Or do I need to go first?
I'll let you. I have a very specific laid out plan that I've been trying to win the lottery to do. So I'll let you go first.
That's what made me think of it, because obviously when the lottery hits that, it's like $1.2 billion. Everyone goes and plays, including me. Like somehow $32 million isn't enough, and I don't play when it hits that point. But there's definitely a couple things I would do right off the bat. I mean, I would obviously, anything that's like paying off the house, all that good stuff. Anything for my kids, like their grandchildren's college is going to be paid for and everything. I may even be able to afford eggs with $1 billion, but I would also probably get with some friends of mine and make their Dojang next level. I'd probably buy them a brand new building and soup it up and do a lot. Let's say our demo would be top notch. We'd have all the equipment in the world. And I'd probably help out the church and things of that nature as well. And then I'd buy a really cool house with a basketball court in it and a whole room that was nothing but like a aquarium on all sides, so you can sleep. Maybe be able to see this, have the ceiling open up, see the sky gaze, and see fish swimming all around you.
Well, with your luck at technology, don't put any sharks in there because that's just gonna break. You're gonna be eaten.
No, it's just dolphins and cool fish that wasn't. I might cruise around the world a few times, so that's definitely up there. We were talking about that today with some friends of ours because we're going to be taking a cruise in probably 2 years. But I would definitely there'd be some sites around the world I'd cruise to and maybe even visit things like the pyramids. And so I'm not one of those. $1 billion. I mean, I could probably make $1 million last me the rest of my life. Although it'd be harder now than before. But $1 billion, you can do almost anything.
You can, and I think obviously you take care of your family, friends, houses, all that cool stuff. But I think after like say you spend $10 million on that, you still have a lot left over, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
all those materialistic stuff that people do, they go through. Of course, you're still going to do that, but the house at the bowling alley and all that good stuff. Mine is open up a bunch of shelters across the country that are connected to bars. And the bars will bring in profits and keep those shelters going, constantly going. So there'll be no more dogs.
So you're talking about like a bunch of drunk people taking care of the animals across the whole country.
Kind of, right?
Yeah, what can go wrong there?
So you can go there, you get your restaurant, your drinks, and then there they'll have dogs that need to be rescued, and they can bring them out. You can go visit them while you're there. So still going to like where's the animal shelter in Richmond? It's like downtown by the Diamond, right? You have to go. Sometimes you have to go to bad neighborhoods to look at the dogs to rescue, or that's why a lot of them they bring them to PetSmart. They don't have places to go to, so they'll have places to go to. And each dog will have their own room. It'll be a really nice life for them.
That's actually not a bad idea for a business. No one is allowed to steal that business idea.
Well, no, I mean, if it helps out the dogs, that's great. The bar and the restaurant helps with the profits coming in to allow that to continue going. So even after $1 billion, there's still more revenue coming in. So you can have your own vets, your own doctors. The people there are going to work for tips. Any tips will be donated to the dogs because the people working there will be making enough money that they don't care about that. One day they'll be grooming the dog, and the next day they're making a hamburger. I mean, hopefully they wash their hands.
And hopefully the hamburger is not from the dog.
No. It's just a no-kill shelter.
I just want to clarify that.
I even have a name. So the name, when I win that lottery, that California, cheats on, it says definitely the problem's definitely not California, and then the winner comes from California, but Morgan's Rescue Rangers. The Rescue Rangers, old Chippendale's Rescue Rangers, but Oregon's Rescue Rangers.
So you're going to steal their trademark and be the new Rescue Rangers?
Yeah. You got different suites, for bigger dogs, smaller dogs, whatever it is.
Can you be like Barking Rangers?
People like what?
Barking Rangers or something?
That's good. See, right there. The employees can be called Barking Rangers. That's great. Look at that. See, we already got it. I just need the $1 billion to buy the buildings and the land and the vets and. So
if anyone likes that idea and you have a lot of money, by all means, help us sponsor that idea. I mean, it just helps animals. Who doesn't want to help an animal? So, I mean, that's much more deep thought than mine, well thought out and stuff like that. Like my business idea kind of has failed a million times over, so I don't have this great. If I get $1 billion, there's not going to be a whole lot of working going on. So I guess I didn't associate with work, but I like yours. You're not working either. You're just creating a business. So
yeah, no, I'd visit and help out, I guess. But the whole point is get the right people in place, the right people making the money to continue to fund back. Like one of the biggest things society has taught people that's stolen from is that money doesn't matter. No, money matters, and that whole concept of you don't need money is something that rich people have done to make people that would do good things with money not think that money matters.
Yeah, I mean, and it does go two ways. I mean, money's not the only thing that matters, but you get all things being equal, your life's gonna be better with money. If all because you get the same two people and you give them the same moral base, then yeah, you give them more money, they're going to be able to do more good in the world. Now, it doesn't mean that people won't abuse money. I mean, how many actors and athletes and crazy people get paid billions and all of a sudden they're like on Jeffrey Epstein's island and shit? Like, obviously, money can lead to bad decisions. So there is a slope there, but I agree. I mean, obviously, I agree with you. Anyone who came from a world where you didn't have money understands the value of money and how much it can help you get where you need to go. Even something as simple as that idea. That could be a $1 million idea, but you can't implement it because you don't have the funds to buy a bunch of restaurants and experiment with it, right? So, but it would be cool because there are those people that say, well, and I know a few, some legitimately have told me when I've had these discussions, oh, if I want that much money, I'd still work. I am not one of those people. Actually, I don't hate my job, but I would not be working. I work so I don't have to pay bills. So if I have all the money I want now, I would still volunteer at the Dojang. I'd still help the students because there's a reward base for it. Like I enjoy it. It's a different level of enjoyment than doing a 9 to 5, right?
Right, like I don't see, and that's not really work. So I wouldn't be working for money. I might be working and doing work type stuff, but it's not for money. It's not.
It's for the
Hey, I have to get up
enjoyment
at
of
9.
life.
I'm going in today. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll help you guys. Sweep the dojo today because I'm hanging out with you. I just want to talk with you. You know, in my tuxedo while I'm sweeping. I guess.
Yeah, because you're going in and you just want to make sure that everyone's like having a good time, catching up with people. Just or like, there's a lot of students I work with that I genuinely want to see succeed. And that wouldn't stop just because I got money. And if anything, it'd make me want to help them more in ways that I can't always do now. Like, hey, no, I'm sorry, I can't go help today because I got to work. Oh, you know what? I don't have to work, so I'm gonna just go in and help just because I can. You know?
Right. Yeah. It would be, and that's when they say if you love what you're doing, you're not working a day in your life. But if you have to work, otherwise you can't eat, you're working.
Yeah.
So
No, no.
for the people that say that, it's like, oh, if they quit their job, are they losing their food? No, then yeah, sure, you're not really working. You're just hanging out with people, collecting something.
Yeah, like for me, everyone knows I love basketball. If I were to be able to play basketball for money, then of course I'd enjoy every second of it. Um, but my body is not built for it. Uh, I'm a little
Well, with
broken.
$1 billion, you can go get a new body.
But that's what I'm saying. If I had $1 billion, I could do nothing but play basketball if I wanted to. Like I could do what I enjoy and not have to worry about it, right? So you can do those things. You just can't. You can't do it with nothing. Like I couldn't right now go, you know what? I don't feel like working. I'm just gonna go play basketball forever. Like I don't have that ability. That wouldn't be a good financial decision. Although I do
No, no.
wonder how some of these people make money when I see them. They're like on protest all over the place, and somehow they're making like they're never at work. Obviously, they're never at work because they're at protests all the time. And but that's neither here nor there. So I guess I'm going off topic.
I,
That
I
is a
think
lot of thunder.
I think there's some professional protesters. I
Someone's got
think
to
they get
pay them.
paid.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
right.
I'm sure there is.
So at least we know. I mean, the money thing is an easy kind of answer. You take care of it, and I guess not everyone would probably take care of all the people around them, like we both said too, because there's a lot of people
Yeah,
out there that
that is
wouldn't.
crazy. I've seen that where they say, should you have to? No, you shouldn't have to. But I can't imagine you not wanting to
Yeah,
with $1
I
billion.
can
Like,
like there'd be. Now I'm not helping people that I haven't seen in 50 years, right? Unless they absolutely need it. I'm not helping someone who's just reaching out. If they reach out to me when they find out I win the lottery and I don't even know their name, no, I might go, do you need something? Like, is your sister dying? Sure, I'll help pay the bill. But anyone I know, like family, uh, like shout out to Rudy and Sharon. Sharon, I would publish your book. Absolutely. Um, she's a writer, and I would make sure there's those books were everywhere. Like you would help people. At least I would. And I think you would too. All those people that have been in your life involved in some way. The the Richies, the Angels, the like all those people that help you grow as you grow up. You got to help them. Hey, you need a house, you need a car. I would not be one of these people who had no money, who won the lottery, and went broke after 2 years. Like you have to invest some of it and make some smart decisions, right?
Well, yeah, I mean that's hard to do, and those are people that just they buy 10 houses for themselves, and they have no need for them. They're not going to use them. Like I would buy a house in Maine, a house in Florida, a couple things for vacation home type stuff. But again, I don't think $1 billion is so much money. That spending 10 million of it on family, friends, yourself, it's hard to do. Like I would buy a bunch of people's mortgages off. That's still not gonna get $2 million from what is left.
Yeah, but can you imagine being one of those people? You won like $28 million, and all of a sudden 2 years later, you're claiming bankruptcy. So, like that blows my mind how you can be
I
that bad with it.
I think it's just all giant conspiracy theory. I don't think anyone actually wins the lottery. I think they just say people lose it because I should have run into someone by now. I mean, there's been what? How many lottery winners? I'm 48. Bet one.
Yeah,
And that's
it's
when I
all
was a
about
kid.
your circle, John. It's all about our circle. We don't have circles that big.
You would still think you would learn someone somewhere you came across. I mean, I travel this entire country. I've still no one I know, like even not even to me, just in the circle somewhere that I saw in a hospital somewhere that says, "Oh, yeah, no, he retired. They won the lottery."
I love a good conspiracy theory, but I think that's a little too far. People have
Is it?
won the lottery. Yes, people win the lottery.
They had to delay the $1 billion winner. You remember that?
Hey,
Like
if you
you
want to
can't.
say one instance, but to say every lottery everywhere, do you know how hard it'd be to tell that kind of secret?
Is it? Who? Give me the list of winners.
Bellany,
Huh?
Bellany, Chris, John.
I'm just saying, like each state has their lottery.
Well, no, I get it, but there's too much benefit to the state. Like you say to people go on the news, "Hey, I won the lottery," and they don't exist.
No,
Like
I think
they're
every
not
now and
real. There we go. It's come full circle.
every now and then they might release one, but I don't think everyone that wins is really a winner. And then also we have now had more $1 billion lotteries than ever before.
Well, it's good.
Like
More people are buying lottery tickets because more people get desperate. I personally feel like that's probably a sign of how the economy is actually doing. How many people are buying lottery tickets? How many people are desperate right now?
no, I
Um,
think it's just resetting the pot. They let it keep continue to grow, and then they pretend there's a winner.
you are just all full of conspiracy all the time.
No, you're telling me not one of these big time lottery winners has ever done anything great with the
I'm
money.
sure they have. Like I don't follow them.
No, I'm just saying there's nothing like if mortgage rescue rate became a thing, you'd be like, where did that come from? Oh, someone won the lottery.
But
There's
so
nothing like you ever hear of.
we'll use like Richmond Animal League because I know it's around here. And it rings a bell. You're telling me if they were created by someone who won the lottery, you would know?
If they had giant buildings and the dogs each had their own room and it was this big thing and they were saving every dog in the state, yeah.
Well, not every lottery is like $800 million either.
Right, but some of them are. Not one big social thing has ever been contributed by a lottery winner.
So I disagree. We're gonna
So
have to
it's
do.
all just.
This is why we need a
All just
researcher.
materialistic.
This is why we need a researcher. So to all our many 13 subscribers, by all means, if you know anyone who has ever won the lottery, please let us know so I can prove to John that it's not a conspiracy theory that people win the lottery.
I don't mean the $5,000 winners either. I'm talking about big time money where they could do great things.
How much is big time money? So we could specify.
Out like one of those $500 million.
Well, there's not that many of them.
There's been like 20 in the past couple of years.
Okay, how many people are in this country, John?
They haven't. Not you're telling me not one nice person, not one person that wants to benefit society has won.
I'm just saying, like, 20 people is not that lot, or it's not
So
a lot.
the only people that win are ones making bets with the devil.
No, I'm just saying,
They're
like,
not doing
those
anything.
20 people, there might be 2 in the East Coast.
Okay, 100 million. Is that better?
Here, I'm going to bring an outside source. Hey, outside source.
Is that
Do
what
you
I'm bringing
think
for?
people actually win the lottery? Come say hi real quick, and then you can go to work. This is my dedicated partner on the podcast who's never here. You got to
What is the
come
original
further.
for?
So he is supposed to be He is supposed to be helping on the back end. He did create he did help create some of the images. So this is Alex. Now he is going to work. But are conspiracies about the lottery true or not?
People win the lottery, yes.
See? Say 2 against 1. You have
No,
lost.
the big winnings.
They
Name
win
something
the
they've never
lottery,
done.
they just don't get anything from it.
What?
They win it, they just like 80% of it goes to taxes.
Oh well, yeah, like
that's
that's
the
true.
whole thing of the lottery. Sure, you can win it, but you barely get anything from it because 80% of it
You get 50% of it. So, and if you give me $1 billion, I'll take 50% all day. But I think
but
people
where does the other 50% go?
taxes.
Yeah, directly to taxes
Yeah.
to the government.
But I will say, like, to me, and drive safe. By the way, it's pouring out there.
I'm deciding whether I'm going.
Is that our 29-minute mark?
No, so we had to set a timer for all our folks out there. No, we still got like 5 more minutes. So, yeah, it's I don't believe. I just think some people are greedy, and I don't think the people who win the lottery do that many great things. If they do, they don't want people to know about it because they don't want people hounding them for money.
All of them?
Yes.
All of them.
Yes. Well, I'm sure there's a couple who have done famous things that we just don't hear. That again are out there that we just don't hear.
I mean,
Most lottery winners
something
don't
like
rank
they
for
donated
casino.
some money to a charity, but no one's ever gone out and changed the world based upon winning $1 billion.
Well, maybe they have, and we just don't know about it. Maybe they bribed some government officials and got some good laws pushed through. Maybe that's where some of those like 1% of the good laws come from, are from lottery winners.
Just 1% good laws? What?
I'm sure there's some good laws. Maybe that's where these silly, crazy laws come from, where they're like where you can't like drink milk on a Thursday in Wisconsin while riding a raccoon. You know, those dumbass fucking laws. Like someone went in, I'll give you $50 million for that, and that's how they waste their money.
Riding a raccoon. Okay.
Have you ever read some of those dumb laws? Like, have you ever gone to like a website?
I used to have a whole list of them in all the states, and it was great.
Yeah, so maybe it's one of those situations.
I don't know. Maybe not. All I know is $1 billion winners, and no one ever hears from.
Yeah,
no one in my circle has ever won.
Yeah, well, I'm in your circle, so obviously no one in mine has won either.
I don't mean just the right circle. I mean any of the circles, like any of the customers that I've been to, any of the chains, any business partners, anything around, all thousands of people that all have their own circles.
Yeah, I don't know.
Never said, "Hey, Paul retired because he won the lottery."
But then again, I don't. Oh, okay. Sorry, that caught me a little bit. So, I mean, I don't know a lot of people that have been in game shows and won either. Although I do know one person who was on Wheel of Fortune once. So shout out to Allie. I always found that a cool little stat. But I mean, maybe you have to live in California. Maybe who knows?
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. You have to live in California. So that's our topic this week. I know we're almost out of time, but chime in, vote for me. That there are there are lottery winners across this country that actually do some good, and that there are lottery winners. Let's just start there. They're real. They exist. They're not one of the that's not real group.
Tell us in the comments what you would do with $1 billion, both materialistically, selfishly, and non-selfishly. And maybe we start having this conversation, someone will feel guilty about winning $1 million, like, okay, I'll save 2 cats, you know?
Yeah, and now that we got this cool new technology where we can do things like this, look for some different videos to be coming out. Maybe, well, I won't give it away, but there are going to be different kinds coming out outside of this podcast.
Well, I had planned on doing one, and then I died. So,
well, welcome back to reality. Now, because I was there on Sunday, I should probably get checked, jerk.
No, I was fine Monday.
Yeah, because nothing ever just lingers for a day or two.
Maybe you brought it. Maybe you brought it here.
It is possible. I did have these never-ending allergies. So, but and again, yeah, I'm not taking the blame for your COVID-ness. So, you enjoy your bunker. I hope you guys stay healthy, and to everyone watching, I hope you enjoy your weekend.